Okay, so. Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to a morning view. In this period, I'm not going to lie, in this period of the festive season where you're like, you don't know what day, is this a normal day? Is this a bank holiday? Yeah, but it's just come out the weekend. So this is just a normal working day this class is as before we get more bank holidays. I always get like this every year where I don't remember what's going on. People were saying, "Oh, are you in on Tuesday?" We got, I go, "Oh, was it? I didn't know." Like there's loads of things going on in these like 3 days. Then we shut off again. Then we wake up that day. Then it's a bank holiday. Nothing's on, and then you start the year. Like it's mad.
I'm gonna be honest, Flex. When you messaged me last night to say, morning show, see you in the morning, I went, "Oh yeah."
And do you know what? And do you know the only reason I did that is because it was late. If you notice, because I'm not a late one.
Yeah.
I was on my way to bed and I went, "So what day is today? What Monday. Have I done?
Yeah.
What?" Well, it was Sunday, so I went. So tomorrow's Monday, and we got a game. But that's a normal Monday. That's a normal day, right?
Yeah.
And also, I've been under the weather, so I've just been doing nothing, like just trying to recover, right? And I was like, so that means it's a more. There's no reason why it's not a morning view. Really, it's just a normal day.
It's I had the same thing, and what made it extra confusing was because of the way the Boxing Day fixtures fell. That meant these fixtures went on a Sunday. So
because Saturday there was nothing.
It felt like a Saturday, but it was actually a Sunday with all the fixtures coming on. Even like early ones, I was like, oh, honestly. And then when you messaged me, you were like, oh yeah. So in the morning, right, bright eye, bushy tail, 9 a.m. I went, oh yeah, I guess it is, yes. But it's also match day. Manchester United rounding out the year for the Premier League. Last game of 2024
we are as well, isn't it? Oh
yeah,
God.
8 p.m. kickoff with the final game today. And I guess the way things are going, it could be ending on a bit of a sour note. It might be one of those ones where it's like, get 2024 out the way, maybe.
Yeah.
Not that the beginning of 2025 will be much better. I don't think either. But
Liverpool 5 yesterday, easy cruise control, celebrating all the records.
Flex, I didn't even pay attention to a lot of football yesterday. I'm going to be honest with you. I was completely switched off to it because I couldn't be dealing with it. I saw the scores and I saw things pop up going, Liverpool are unstoppable. And I thought that's enough for me.
Don't need to. Well, I watched the first half and it was 3-0 and I turned it off, and then I just watched like programs all day. I've been watching some good series and stuff. Finished Squid Game, no spoilers, and watched that. Then sorry, this is turning into a little bit of what you've done over the festive period, but why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because I've been trying to get better, like a lot of people have. So everyone's been down with this fever, and someone said they hope you're feeling well. I'm feeling better. Still not 100%.
That's a real fever, not the game of FIFA.
Yeah, not fever. No, not a game of fever. No. A proper fever. Yeah, shout out Cartel. Freedom Street coming soon as well. But yeah, I feel better. So yeah, big up. By the end of the week, I'll be fine. But I'm not going to the game tonight, guys. I'm going to be on the match view with Owen and KG, that comedian, because again, talk about are you better yet? One thing that I've learned with a lot of people that's been sick is that you feel like, oh yeah, this is all right. I'm back. And then you go and try to do a 6-hour round trip, get back at 3 a.m. watching Man United lose against Newcastle, and you wake up on Tuesday morning not better anymore. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, mate. At least when we lose tonight, I'll be at home. So yes, but I'll tell you a lot about the programs all later on. Anyway, football. We got a football match today. And you know what? Actually, Owen, before we talk about the football match tonight, right?
Yeah.
There hasn't been loads of news going on because it's the festive periods. The journos are busy. The people on the radio. It's less things going on. But Andy Mitten did make a big appearance on TalkSport.
Yes.
And he was quite scathing. He came out sort of swinging, saying, listen, Marcus Rashford's always been a problem. I know he has been a problem. All the previous managers have told me, and I know this because I know them all, and they've told me in confidence. Was you surprised to see that? Did you care? Was you like, oh, whatever? Just again, because I sense you're a bit like, like when Minna is sometimes, where she's like the big, massive things happening, and everyone's going, oh my God. And like Minna's like, bro, I just don't really care. Like they just need to just leave. Or where are you? I feel like you're a bit like that with the Rashford.
Not like that with the Rashford thing. To be honest, I think it's a bit like I said when it comes to sort of both sides trying to get out and get ahead of the story and say they were the one that essentially broke up the other. Like that part of it, I don't really care about that much. When it comes to the stuff Andy Mitten says, look, it's really interesting. Andy Mitten's got a very good reputation. He doesn't really do the whole, tabloid journalism fodder. You know what I mean? And look, he's front and center for one of the, if not the biggest independent fanzine, isn't he? Knows his stuff. He's got sources inside the club, and also he's got a really good relationship with the club too. That's important to stress too. So for him to come out and say that kind of stuff, that might provoke a little bit of backlash or what have you, is pretty significant. And maybe it speaks to kind of what we already know, but that behind the scenes at Manchester United, there is this, real cultural issue inside that sort of dressing room whereby, egos are out of control. And because of basically financial reasons or desperation really from those above at Manchester United, that's kind of been rewarded, you know what I mean, for a long period of time. And to fix that is not a quick fix, is it really? And to fix that, you're going to, as cliche as this sounds, have to go through a bit of pain. And that pain might be is that a bit like, when the Sancho stuff was going on and there was like, well, there's a worry of upsetting parts of the dressing room here. And there's a worry of upsetting people within United. I'm sure there's probably an element of that right now, to be honest with you. It's not to say that, everyone in the dressing room hates Marcus Rashford, because I'm sure he's been there for ages. Probably quite a few people like him. And because of the situation that's ongoing, I bet there are some people that are like, bloody hell, come in, freezing out Marcus. Oh, I don't know about that. He's my friend, kind of thing. And
we've been there before, haven't we? Yeah,
exactly. And because it's at that stage now. I mean, what? It would be at this point, if Marcus Rashford would say on the bench tonight, it would be surprising, wouldn't it? It'd be
the other way around. And it's interesting you speak of it in this way, because I saw a piece on The Athletic. I think I saw it this morning, but it's when they put it on Instagram. I don't know. I didn't go to the actual piece itself. It was just some of the quotes. And actually, the piece was basically saying that worry that you have there, it was claiming that isn't there this time, because it's not like the Sancho one, because this one was like, basically, Amorim asked him to have certain standards, and basically Marcus Rashford said, I want to leave. So actually, that makes it more clear to the players in this. It's like Marcus says he does not want to be here anymore. So someone saying, I'm ready for a new challenge, and then not being in the matchday squad ever since, it's probably easier to stomach in the dynamics of the dressing room than sort of someone being exiled because you're saying, say sorry to me in public in front of everyone, and that person doesn't want to say sorry, or you're never going to play for us again unless you say sorry. Then it's a bit more of a standoff. Whereas Marcus Rashford just literally come out and said, I'm ready for a new challenge. When I leave, I'll let you know. That's it. There's no other way to break it down, was what the piece was saying. And I sort of looked at it and I thought, you know what? It's got a point. It's got a point, actually. It made it, I think this has probably made it quite easy for Amorim, because he's saying, I'm coming in and I want everyone on this ship going that way. It's going to be tough, but we're in the storm, right? I'm the Jack Sparrow. I've never even watched a Pirates of the Caribbean film ever, but I just know that
Christmas once.
Yeah, but I just know that he's the captain, isn't he? He's the captain, right?
Yeah,
I'm the captain. Just want to check I was using the reference right, even though I've never seen the film.
It's a bold choice. It's a bold choice of you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he had that thing as well, isn't it? Or is it easy cancelled? I don't know. Let me not even. I don't know. Anyway, I'm the captain. I'm the captain. Yeah. Basically, I'm the captain. Ruben Amorim. I'm the captain, and I want everyone to go this way. Yeah. I want everyone to go this way. But you've got one of your sailors who's basically said, "I'm not on board. I don't want to be here anymore." So you either carry on trying to make him work with you and build something, or you go, right, you're not part of it. And that's as simple as it was. He can't, with Marcus Rashford saying, I don't want to be here. I said that at the time. If he puts him into teams, if he works with him and plays him and starts him, we're all going to go, and the players, they're going to go, he literally said he's not down for this. So this learning the new formation and this, that, and the other. And people have said to me, we've looked worse without Rashford. We've lost even more games. Like, it's not any better. As some people saying, so you see, we've lost all these games, so Rashford was never the problem. No, it's not. It's not about that. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here.
No,
so you can't build.
It's not. I've seen that too recently, you know, because obviously we've lost these games at the moment, and it's like, well, you know, I guess Marcus. I guess insert name here wasn't the problem. Basically, you see it a lot, don't you? I guess Marcus Rashford wasn't the problem. I guess Erik ten Hag wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
I guess Jadon Sancho wasn't the problem. With sort of the smug face look afterwards, and it's like it's never one person, was it? Manchester United. If Marcus Rashford was to go in January or in the summer, Man United aren't overnight. Like, we're fixed now. Oh, we're done. We're going to win every single match and win the Premier League and win the Champions League. It's going to be great. No, because this is what I was kind of talking about, where, you know, it's a bigger cultural issue at Manchester United, and you know, and this is when I sort of do look towards Ineos and go, you know, I think it's fair to say sort of the faith in them has been, you know, shaken, to say the least, because that kind of air of calm that it felt like was there maybe 6 months ago doesn't really feel like that at the moment, you know. And you've got the stuff now about them, you know, more cuts this time to the charitable arm of Manchester United and for ex-players too. And that, you know, then that's about, because, you know, United are hemorrhaging money and this, that, and the other. And of course, on top of that, because now, you know, like before, under, say, the Glazers, we were hemorrhaging money, but we were still, you know, every other year, still in the Champions League or still in Europe. You get away with it. Now we're in the worst case scenario, aren't they? For the club point of view of, we're hemorrhaging money and also we're shit. Like, we're not going to be in, not even just like Europe. We're not Champions League or Europa League. We're not going to be in Europe at all next year. Let's face it, you know. And you know, and now the people apparently that have to suffer for that are fans, you know, ex-players, legends. It's mad. Like, it's properly mad. And I can certainly understand when, you know, you see these reports at the moment going, you know, morale just around Manchester United, not necessarily in the dressing room, but around Manchester United, the club, employees, stewards, anyone you can think of has got an association with the club, is at an all-time low. And you can see why. You know, one, they might not have a job anymore. Two, if they do have one, it's been slashed. Three, you know, the team on the pitch are terrible as well. The facilities are rubbish. You know, the stadium, Ruben Amorim's doing a press conference, it's leaking. You know, and people are doing those AI things where he's like drowning in the water. I don't know if you've seen those ones.
Yeah,
listen to the Titanic theme. So, like, it's bad. Like, it's all around. You could point to anything you wanted to bring up, like, around the club. The first reaction would be probably negative at the moment.
Yeah, and there's no getting out of it anytime soon as well. There's no sort of peek beyond the curtain where you go, well, down there's not too bad. When we hit there in a few weeks, we'll be all right. This is just a little. No, it's like, it's 40-point settings. Like, it is. Like, obviously there's 3 worse teams than us, so we won't get relegated. But like, this area of the table, like, this is it. This is what it is for the foreseeable few months, in my opinion. Like, I just, you know, and it might sound like I'm just all right with it. But no, it's just the acceptance of. Do you know what's really weird? Yeah, it's funny how things start changing really quickly. Since I predicted a couple of losses, right, and like a few clips have gone out. Like, I think DR did it to me. They go, "Oh, he knew his team," and it's on X, and I just had loads of DMs, people just saying, "You know what, Flex? This is the best way to be. You're right. We need to." And I'm not some sort of like oracle. I'm not some sort of thing of like, everybody listen. I know best. Everybody come with it. It's not even that. It's just how I felt in them moments, and I'll just always say how I feel. But like, there does seem this sort of is apathy the right word? Apathy from the fan, like, where we're just going, okay, right. Let's strip back all of the memes and the jokes and the laughs and people taking the piss out of us. Because honestly, there comes a point where, like, it just bounces off me now. Like, it, you know, like when you open the app and you see, oh God, we get, like, when I saw that Titanic thing or the water thing, the AI, I just kind of just smirked and just went.
The reason it stood out to me is because I thought this is unbelievably realistic.
It was insane. Really. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah. But there's so much stuff that you see, Man United, this record, or there was something about, you know, obviously the Glazers, So Jim Ratcliffe has done something where he's cut more funds or something. And they were like, oh, Man United fans, when they realised that there's no Christmas party, but Amorim wears a Moncler. And it was like celebrations at the darts. And it was like Man United fans, when they realised they're 16th or whatever, but Amorim wears Prada. And it was like a big celebrate. Like, I'm just like whatever.
Well,
man.
well, flex. To bring some Christmas cheer. Do I do a voice for this? I don't think I've done a voice. I don't know if I do a voice for this. I think
no, you did because it was Lawbreaker. It was like a jail. It was like the police voice, wasn't it? The police siren on the thing. I think it was.
I knew I did this. I know I definitely did that. I might have been. Was it this guy? Maybe. I'm not sure.
I think.
Can't remember. Is it this guy?
Nah, it wasn't that. You know when he talked through the tannoy thing when they called out the thing? I think it was that.
Was it that? No, I don't. I'm not sure who that was. Well, we'll leave that one.
All right. Okay. Well,
we'll leave it.
I think it's time that we.
Yeah.
The sound effect is there because Lawbreaker has come through strong, and Lawbreaker says, "Happy New Year, all. Forget the Newcastle match. Let's do a Pirates of the Caribbean watch along with Flex." And guys, if you all vote enough, it's your show. Yeah. Anything to save me watching tonight, I'll take it. If you guys want me to watch all of them, I'll do all of them in a marathon. I don't even know how many of them there are, but I know there's a lot.
It's a lot. There is.
There's a lot. It's kind of like a Fast and Furious vibe, and there's loads.
I want to say
or maybe not as much as that, but
I think there might be at least 6, maybe.
Yeah. There you go.
Well,
there you go.
Not like we're not computers. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Not like we ain't got M4s and 3s.
Yeah, exactly. How many films? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
There you go. 5 of them. I'll do all 5 of them today, mate, if you want, rather than watch that crap today at 8 p.m. So, yeah, big up to you, Lawbreaker. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you for the suggestion, one that I actually do want to take if there's enough people who vote for it.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, man. JD Cod says, Flex, Owen, morning. Mate, I don't care one bit about any of them players. Ineos crying poverty when there was another option for Takeover Club in the mud. And Aminor says, excuse me for the sniffles, guys, if that's going down your headphones. New Year's resolution, I hail Nubian Pharaoh, says Aminor Rashid. Well, Aminor, with a picture of Marcel right there, is trying to summons or hail, should I say, Nubian Pharaoh, because obviously Lawbreaker's just come through. Yeah. We're not in control. That's one thing, Aminor. No one's in control. These people pop up when they pop up.
They operate how they operate. Yeah.
They operate, exactly. Ollie Andre Halkus, I want to say. Nice. Says, a wise walking Malteser said, we've got it all in our hands. It's all in our hands. They better win something this year, honestly. And Lennon Olo says, individual answers, Flex and Owen. Oh, if you're a City fan, how long do you give Pep before the sack? And as a United fan, how long do you give Ruben before the sack? Individual answers only. All right. I'll say with Pep, if I'm being honest, if you're a City fan, which I absolutely can't even imagine being, but if I was, with what he's done, let's just be real. When it runs its natural course, it's up to him. It's up to the club. I would wait a long time, put it that way. If they finished 9th this year, because it was just catastrophic, it doesn't matter. They just won 4 on a bounce, mate. And a treble the year before that. It's just, as much as I can't stand them, if you get that much success, it's you have one bad year, you can't be spoiled. I actually think fans that are calling, if there's some City fans, which they're probably not real ones, but if there were City fans, which I've seen a few online, which probably ain't real, calling for Pep's head and that, then they're just not fans, because you lot were playing against Halifax Town and all that shit. So I don't want to hear they treated to 10 years of what they've had and then more of what Pep's done, and then get to sack him after everything he's done. Even if they got relegated with what he's done in that time, and they got relegated, go back to what they were, he should still be the manager, with what he's done there. So, yeah, that's
I think. I don't think he ever gets sacked. Really,
no.
I think it would just be a case of whether he'd want to do it or not, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then the Ruben one. How long do you give him before the sack? I just look. Obviously, results change things, and you can flip flop. Oh, you flip flop. New evidence has to present itself. But whilst he hasn't even had a transfer window of any sort, a pre-season of any sort, for me, this season is as long as you don't get relegated, it is what it is. If we finish 15th, we finish 15th. Like I'm more just wanting the time to elapse so we can get to the summer. Actually, I just want to get there because that's what we're going to need. And then I'm going to start judging him properly. He's not free of, I will say this though, this is important. He's not free of like all criticism. No one is. And like he said, no one can be comfortable just, in a manager's hot seat at United. You can't. And when you don't get results, and other teams can with new managers, let's say like Southampton start getting above us and Wolves start getting above us. I know they've played that system a long time and this, that, and the other, but the pressure's different. But you do look and go, well, you should be able to win a few games. Like you can't just keep losing. But no, I would wait at least till he has the contract. He says 2.5 years is enough for me to know. So that.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I think if you were going to put like in terms of seasons, you'd say until the end of next season, at least. At least. I mean, look, let's face it. If this time next year, Manchester United are 15th in the league, then you would go, fucking hell, what's going on? Like, this is not going right. But this season, anyway, my only worry for him this season is just literally that. Again, it's the Graham Potter scenario, which is just it gets so bad that Ineos get like they've got. What we have seen is they do have an itchy trigger finger. They do.
Yeah,
they do, and they're not afraid to go back on a decision they've already made, basically, because they've done it twice now. They backed Erik ten Hag. They went back on it. They brought in Dan Ashworth. They went back on it. Now they've brought in Ruben Emery. Let's not pretend that they wouldn't go back on it because the evidence was already there to suggest that they would. I don't think they should. And I think that he's been dealt a really bad hand because, he's been brought in at a time to implement a system with players that can't do the system. And it's like, and then you wonder why things are going to shit. So, well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? And that's my worry for him. And I just worry about what effect that has on some of the players in there as well. You know what I mean? Because the moment some of those players' heads start to turn off, I did come in and we haven't started, winning.
You know where it goes.
Games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think that's where Ineos have to be like, right, a lot of these players, we can give a shit about you. It's him. And we're getting, the season's right off. Yeah. But by the way, you won't be here at the end of the season. He will.
And he will fail if he doesn't get the backing that he needs as well. That's another thing I'm saying I'll judge him after the window. Also, we have to judge what the window is or was when it happens. Like, because if we come out of the window, if we get to, September the 1st this year, 2025, and the window just shuts, right? The summer window, and we're like, flipping it, mate. All that build up, and they weren't really ruthless. We've still got bunch of ex-players. We've still got them, so that's not good enough. We've only brought in like 2 that really are for this. That's still a stretch as well. Because then if you still got them, which also though, if you're neutral, you're going to look at this show and go, well, how realistic is it as well to get rid of like 8 guys, main guys, straight away? You can't do that. So this manager has to get something out of what he's got for like in the changeover period, which is true, which I do agree with that. That's why this is really, really difficult. So hopefully the preseason where he can just do the training. I'm not trying to just put faith in the players who are rubbish and we know need to go, right? But there is going to have to be this period here where they cross over, where they go out. He is still going to have to get something out of it. Like he has to, because you can't get rid of all of them.
I think that's when you start to go, right, with this system, what positions are like the most critical that we need to get right first? So we're going to prioritize what do we get first. And then you would look at, like, again, I look to, we play a system with wing backs. We don't have any. That is a fundamental, massive problem. Your width in that team is in positions that we don't have specialists for. You go through anyone, whether they're wingers, whether it's like, Ahmad, or whether it's obviously Dallo, Mazraoui, etc. They're all people who are going, not really a kind of wing back though, are they? That's a massive problem. So you would hope in the summer window, maybe even the January window, who knows? You go, right, that needs to be resolved. And then, maybe then it is just like, okay, we'll try and sort out the 10s. And maybe that's our window. Maybe that's our window in the summer. And everything's not fixed because there's a realistic argument for every position to be replaced. So
100%. And it depends who you can sell. Like, who do we really? Will we get some sales where we thought, I didn't see that coming? And I mean, like, let's just have uncomfortable conversations. I mean, like, say a big came in for Garnacho and they went, yeah, we'll take it. Like, imagine that. Like,
honestly, I wouldn't actually be shocked, because I do think that they might look towards the Chelsea model and sort of go, look, the rule nowadays with PSR, the rules are the rules. We're encouraged to sell academy players. Let's face it, we are. And if we're on the fence about a couple of them, and say, like, let's say, because Atletico Madrid are top of the league, right, at the moment in La Liga. Let's say they came in with Garnacho. They went, we'll give you 60 million or 50 million for Alejandro Garnacho. And Man United aren't in the Champions. They were not in Europe, at all, for the second year now, not in the Champions League. And they're tight money-wise, and they go, we're going to sell Rashford, Garnacho. We'll get close to 100 million pure profit there. And we already had a budget of, say, like, 50, 60 million in the summer. They go, could do a lot with that. Could do.
You know how crazy how quickly football changes, though. Like this time last year, if you said, like, Lil Yo-Yo saying 60 mil, no brainer. Be interested to see what everyone else thinks. And this is just a hypothetical that just came up in conversation. We haven't started a show or an agenda to get Garnacho out of the club, by the way, guys. You all know that. But, like, if, with where he's at now, and you look at him in this system, and then obviously just what's happened with the attitude thing, he's had to get in trouble again and come back. The feeling is that you'd probably go, oh, well, yeah, 50, 60. You laugh all the way to the bank with that, like say 100% profit. And then you go and get someone ready-made for this system now. 60 million is a lot of money. You would take it. You'd probably take that, wouldn't you? But then there's a lot of people say, no, how could we do that? This is the problem. We're being too short-sighted. You're not understanding that, Garnacho needs time, and this is the problem with the fan base. You're hounding him out, and he could be worth 120 million if you just wait for him, and he could be a top player for us, this, that, and the other. Be patient. Some people would say that. Some people really would say that.
It's just, and again, I think it's just, well, and then when you think about it again from the PSR point of view, with being pure profit, it's difficult to turn down, isn't it? It's the same, kind of similar with when, Atleti bought Conor Gallagher in the summer. How much did they pay for him in the end? Was it like 40?
60 odd, I think. Oh, 60, was it 40 odd?
I forget how much it was, but
maybe it must have been 40 actually.
The point being is obviously I know there was pushback obviously from the Chelsea fans, because it always is not nice selling.
And now look at them. But, couldn't care less he's gone.
Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? And
they actually couldn't care less he's gone now. It's football just changes. They were all going, how could you say? Even some, not all, some, because some Chelsea fans just don't like Mason Mount anyway. But half of them were like, no, you're selling up. Why are you doing that? Trevor Chalobah, they were like, why are you treating him like that? This, that, and the other. And look, it proves that these were the right decisions, the tough ones. Arsenal, same thing. We laugh at them because they haven't won anything significant since the FA Cup, not with Arteta's team, with Emery's team, so they don't really count. They haven't won anything since they've become this team in Arteta's vision. But the tough decisions they had to make to get a team that they all look at now and go, well, this should be winning something. We're there. We're a really good team. Can't do that to the captain. Obama blood clot Yang. All of this. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that to Lacazette. You know what I mean? I'll give Pepe a chance. Ozil's flipping. He's the king. They made a new one in Odegaard. Well, Ozil's better, but you know what I mean? Like, they replaced that. You look at what they got now. Miles Lewis-Skelly coming through. Young kid. Left back, like, you're going, like, they're doing it. So the big decisions, mate, you got to do them. You got to do them. V33 says, even if Enzo Maresca or Slot were our manager this season, no chance we will be in lofty positions like Chelsea and Liverpool. Keep Ahmad Mazraoui, Yoro De Ligt, and Ugart. The rest get out. Oot. And Lennon Lolo says, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I love your guys' content. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate you watching as well. Make sure you win something this year. And not the Carabao Cup. DJ Talk says, big up DJ, actually. Big up to you, my bro. Hope you're well. Gonna get DJ's gonna be coming in for some match views as well in the new year. Had a chat. Well, I haven't had the actual chat with him, but he messaged me. He knows what I mean. Yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Big up to my UV brothers, Flexino and Amarim is going to need major backing. Correct. Some of the big stars also need to be moved on to accommodate for his system. Big up as always. 100% right, DJ. That's exactly what's got to happen. If this guy's not backed, forget it. So Ryan says, here we go, Owen. Right, brace yourself, strap yourself in. There you go.
Yeah.
Owen reaching into his, we will play so well with Onana, we may not even need a striker bag again.
When did I say that?
We need to switch to 110 and 2 wide forwards for me. Owen, could you just clear that up? When did you say that basically?
I can't remember.
Right,
I can't remember. I mean, and if I did, I mean, here's something, might be a bit of an understatement. It may have been a bit of a joke. You know what I mean? But it's fine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Shout out Twisted DJ, my guy. Big up to you, bro. I hope you're well. These Arsenal comments are insane from you. Why? They must win, no? They must. You gotta get something. Can't have Slot or bloody what's his name, Maresca or one of them man come through, while Arsenal are in phase 48. You know what I mean, with Arteta in his image, Lego head, all of that, and just let someone else come through in phase 1 and win.
Oh, did you see? I think
No.
I think it might have been you that even responded to it. Did you see? Babs created a new trophy for Arsenal.
Oh no!
Did you see this?
No.
Congratulations to Arsenal because they won the calendar year 2024 top of the league trophy, which is in 2024 they had the most points and scored the most goals, conceded the most goals in the calendar year. That's what they got.
In the calendar year. So, and what did that? So, where are they in the league now? So that means they're third now as well. And where did they finish last year? Second again.
Yeah.
Or third?
But in the calendar year, Flex 2024, they got the most points, most wins, scored most goals, and conceded the least amount of goals in 2024 though. So
shout out Babs. Babs is the epitome of
which is amazing because you think about that and you go, right, so you're saying that and you still didn't win anything. Do you know how crazy that is? You're basically going in this year. You're essentially saying your team is the ultimate bottle job because you were the best team in 2024 and you still didn't win anything.
You did nothing with it. What does it mean? Just vibes. Just good nights out at the Emirates sometimes. Like what? What did you do? Didn't go Wembley once. Like, and this is why they get a lot of flack. I saw what did they do? They did something crazy. Well, Robbie was saying the other day that they should come in and buy Ahmad. That's what Robbie was saying. On DR, go look. He goes, he was even on 360. Shout out Earth. He was like saying, you know what we should do? Man United's in a mess, and this, that, and the other. That Ahmad's not got a new contract yet. It's January. We should go there and test their nerve. We should put down for you. Say you're going to compete with Saka. You're going to compete for top honours every year, which they don't. You can compete, but no, you're going to fall short. You could do that. And come to Arsenal. So that Robbie was saying that. Then I think they put up a picture the other day. It was Miles Lewis Skelly and what's his name? Timber in a picture after they beat Ipswich 1-0. And they had Cafu and what was it? Cafu and someone else and Carlos type music, basically saying that they're the new Cafu and Carlos. Just some real Arsenal stuff. Just some real engagement farming and some real. So if you go on AFTV's feed, you'll see. You'll see there's a shamelessness, but it's Arsenal fans in a nutshell, isn't it? It's just we wouldn't have them any other way because we need them to be like this so that when they finish ultimately with nothing again, we have to be there.
This is what it was. This was the Babs tweet. It was that. You can see that. That's what it was.
Wow. Yeah, he's shameless, isn't he? Big up Babs, man. I mean, he's consistent. At least he's consistent with his shamelessness, to be fair.
We're at 9th, which is sums up where we are.
Yeah.
But,
we're higher than we are now. So,
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's about right, really, because we 14th now and we finished 8th last year. So, bit of a balance in it, dropped to 9th overall.
Yeah. Well, we've got worse, haven't we? You know what I mean? We've got considerably worse. We're fully in the mud, you know what I mean? Because some might say, how can you sling mud at those when you're fully in the mud? Why not? You know what I mean? Because it's going to come back. You have to do it. You have to understand the rules of it, which is you have to do it before the game starts, because basically after sort of 8 o'clock this evening, we're not going to have an opportunity for a while again. So that's kind of where we're at. Here's one flex though. Is there any chance this evening that the game finishes and we go, I didn't expect that, something else comes out of it positive? No chance of a...
No, I don't believe there is.
Maybe Newcastle didn't really show up.
Nope. No.
0.
What? 1% then. 2%.
Because we played them towards the end of last season. We beat them at home 3-2.
Yeah, but that was like...
It was our last home game of the season, wasn't it?
Down. Yeah, just... Nah, mate. No. Not in this shape with this type of confidence. I just can't. I can't see.
No Bruno.
Unless Newcastle... Yeah, unless they drop a real disaster class at Newcastle, which they'd have to hang their heads in shame if they don't. Because if they just turn up with how they are, that will be enough.
Yeah.
The most we might be able to do is defend well and nick a draw maybe, but nah.
Well, and also the problem is that even if we have a good 30 minutes, we know what's coming still. You know what I mean? So we could start the game fairly. We could actually go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not doing none of that as well. I promise you that as well. On this match for today, I ain't doing first 10, 15, unless we've scored. I'm not doing that one either. I've done that too many times too. Proper miserable me. I'm not on any of it anymore.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to warn KG about that on the match view sometimes, because I go, we're pressing.
Oh, he always does. Yeah, he
does. We're pressing him when he goes, let's give it 15.
Yeah. It's because he's glass half full, isn't he? Which is how he is. You can't change him.
15,
and we shouldn't. We shouldn't try and change him.
But here's something though, Flex. With no Bruno Fernandes, that means corners. We might score from corners this evening. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe not score, but we might beat the first man.
Yeah. That's something to hold on to. Corners will get into the box.
With what? Okay, since we're live and the game is tonight. What do we think the team should be with what we got them? Because we don't normally do this or do this very well. Because
who knows, Flex? Let's be honest.
But let's try a thing. I play Tom Heaton.
Well, according to Sir Ryan, Onana up front, obviously. You know what I mean? Onana up front. There, I said it.
Yeah,
that's good.
There he is. Onana. So it's gonna be a Onana goal.
Yeah,
I think we got to get Ahmad right wing back, man.
Let's do the back three first.
All right. Surely De Ligt will be back.
To be fair, someone saying play Tom Heaton in goal. Get him in.
That's what I just said. I said play Tom Heaton. That's what I just said.
Yeah, the heat is on. Get him in goal. Yeah,
I'd play him, which obviously ain't going to happen, but I would.
You claim crosses.
Yeah. It's going to be Licha, Martinez.
That's the same person.
Mazraoui. Sorry.
Licha Martinez.
Licha De Ligt. Licha De Ligt, Mazraoui. That's who it's going to be.
Do you think Euro will be?
I think he takes him out. I think Euro. Some neutrals trying to say he's rubbish him, or he's been fat, all of this. No, he's not rubbish. He's just same as any flipping new player who comes into this shit. They're just in it with them. So I think you might protect him a little bit. So I think you go.
No, Maguire be right centre back.
If De Ligt plays, he'll be right centre back. If De Ligt and Maguire both played, Maguire will be in the middle.
Yeah, I might be Licha, De Ligt, and Maguire maybe.
So Licha, Maguire, De Ligt.
No, because I think De Ligt will be in the middle, and then Maguire.
You reckon Maguire will be right centre back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then
did he play there against City?
No, he played centre back. No,
was he right centre back?
Mazraoui was right centre back.
Who was that? Let's have a look.
It was Licha, Maguire, and De Ligt. De Ligt was right centre back.
Oh, I tell you what, I hate when you type in like something on Google, and it gives you the fixture from like 5 years ago. Why would I need that?
Ages ago, you just only
happened the other week.
Yeah.
Why was it taking ages?
Maguire's not played right centre back for us.
Yeah,
and Ruben even said as well.
It was on the right. All right, then. So it'll be the same. I'm going same back three against that was against City.
Yeah. Wing backs. The Malacia thing, nah, not for me.
This is what I'm saying in the summer. You got to go whenever. Like, that's the priority positions. Because we get to wing backs, we don't have them.
There's none. So you just got to roll the same ones out again, which is why I need Ahmad back a bit. So I'd go. What's his name? I'd go Dallo. I'd go Dallo, and I'd go.
Thing is with, and then you have a problem with the 10s, don't you? Because we don't.
Yeah, because then you have to play Anthony. You got to put Anthony in the bloody Garnacho, and that's not.
Would you have Anthony as one of the wing backs maybe instead?
Right wing back. You know what? We have to. There's slim pickings, and then there's crumbs. Yeah, like this is crumbs settings, but like Anthony will run at least. Like he'll just try. He'll try. It won't come off. But he's got a bit of heart. So, yeah, I'd probably put Anthony right wing back and then play Ahmad in the 10 with Garnacho.
It does proper feel like sim to the end of the season settings.
Awful. Yeah,
you know what I mean? When you're going through the team, you got probably like Anthony right wing back maybe.
And that's shocking. That is shocking as well, by the way. Like Ahmad can do it better. Ahmad could do right wing back better than him. At least if you just put Anthony in the 10.
But you saw Anthony in the 10.
Oh yeah, he was terrible.
Spurs, and he was awful. He didn't.
Oh my god, he was right in front of me that half. Yeah, he was shocking. No. Yeah, but it's the same thing in the right wing back. You got to go up there and start contributing in that same area. You just do the same thing. Oh mate, when's this Pirates Caribbean thing? Watch along thing.
Well, we've got to find what streaming service. It'd be Disney. It'd be Disney Plus. It'd be a Disney Plus
I've
thing.
got a subscription for that.
I've got that one.
Uncle said that's why Liverpool took Ange, not Amorim, for rebuilding. And AK says, Flex, since you started being on Abbey.
When did Liverpool take Ange?
Must be Arnie. Must be, yeah.
Yeah, Uncle, man. It's early.
Yeah.
You've
why have you done that?
Yeah. You had a stinker.
Flex, since you started being around Abbey, you've become more bad mind about Arsenal. Must be a coincidence. Don't ever compare Bruno to Odegaard. I will. Mate, Odegaard, by the time he's retired, he wouldn't even have a better career than Wes Brown, mate. How about that? Yeah. It's all said and done. Yeah. Is Odegaard going to go somewhere in his career and get over 5 league titles? No, he's not. Is he going to win over 2 Champions Leagues? No, he's not. So I don't care. And even in the shit period, at least Bruno's picked up a couple of trophies. What's Odegaard done? You know what I mean? Blow his nose all the time and swipe his hair. A couple of nice assists as well. Don't care, mate. Don't care. Do you know what I mean? So, he's your GOAT right now, but some of our guys like Wes Brown and that, mate, the shit all over his career. So, yeah, don't care. Martin Stevens, but Odegaard is good. Martin Stevens says, Dallo right back, Amas left wing back, Ahmad, Hoyland, Garnacho up tops. And Uncle meant Arnie slot. Yeah, he did. I just don't know.
He did.
Yes, AK. Wesley Brown at me. Go and look at his trophy cabinet. Yeah, go look at his medals and then talk to me seriously. And just be honest, by the time he retires, do you think he will have as much medals as that? You answer the question. And if he does, will he do it at Arsenal? Well, he's definitely not winning 6 titles at Arsenal, is he? So where's he going to get these 6 titles from? I know the guy's mid-20s now? Or prime? What's he, 26? Something like that? You know what I mean? Don't know. Whatever. So I'm not even doing it to be pedantic. Like Wes Brown would have had a better career than Martin Odegaard. So yeah. You know what I mean? No, Wes Brown's got 5 titles, isn't he? So I'm saying to better that. I mean, a lot. Do you know what I mean? 5-time Premier League winner, mate. I'm sure of it. Right. Back to the game, just to finish off, Owen. I can't see any other outcome, to be perfectly honest with you, than an L.
You missed super chat, Flex, from Sir Ryan. It says, I have clips, Owen. It wasn't once. As usual, you were trying to justify the De Gea treatment and Sal. Start Garnacho and Ahmad as 2 wide forwards and run at them. By the way, this is the weird thing about the De Gea stuff. obviously with the Onana replacement, I don't think it's lived up to what people thought it was. But still, to keep David De Gea on like 375k a week, are we going back on that? Wasn't a good idea to move him on now?
Yeah, it was way too much money.
Is that way too much money?
The problem is De Gea is still better than him. So the problem is, you don't replace him with him. But the money,
of course, of course.
No, not at all. But would I have De Gea back? Yes. Compared to this,
if he was on his Fiorentina salary, of course,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
My goodness me, yeah, no doubt about that. But I'm not sure what that has to do with Onana playing up front, but yeah, you know, but it's fine.
West Brom got 7 Prems. He got 7. I don't think he had 5. Yeah, got 7. Is he? Look at that.
He's there for a long time.
Is it really 7? I swore it was 5. Well, there you go, mate. Odegaard definitely not getting 8, is he? And 2 Champions Leagues. Look at that. And an assist in the other Champions League final we played in, setting up Ronaldo, mate. Left-footed cross. What do you want? Do you know what I mean? What do you want?
Exactly. Yeah.
Those levels, mate. Levels. Not like your goats, Arsenal fans, getting to flipping Champions League finals and getting sent off, losing their heads and then losing. You know what I mean?
Well, but Flex, come on, they won 2024, so
yeah. 100%. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's good. The history.
Yes, guys, big up to each and every single one of you. We will be there for the match view later on tonight. I don't really want to be, but I have to be. Anthony at left wing back, hold the width and left-footed crosses. It's not really something we've seen, and he likes the inverted players in those positions. So yeah, let's wait and see, Uncle. Let's wait and see. We need something different, because if he just rolls us out the same, it's definitely going to be just like that. Really, just a routine loss. You might have to shake it up a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? But smash a like on the video, guys. We will see you later on tonight. Big game. Can we somehow get a point or 3? Can we? I don't know. We are out of here, guys. Take care.